I skipped recording an episode last week, and part of it was uncertainty, part of it was being sick. But honestly, I think part of it was mental exhaustion. And I'm starting to realize something. I finally understand why most people stay comfortable. Because building something bigger sounds exciting until it actually starts demanding more from you mentally. I'm back with another show. You guys know who it is. We're just going to get real. We're going to talk. Let's have a conversation about, what this is about. What am I doing here? What's the goal? What's changing? Is there anything I want to do different? I mean, we're going to go into all of that now. And first, I just want to go back and talk about the show, right? I told you guys in the beginning that I started the show for accountability. Didn't know where I was going to go. I had no idea I was going to be here, almost 90 episodes in. It's almost 2 years of episodes, but it was just to document me buying rentals. It was actually to force me to buy real estate investment properties. That's the whole purpose of the show, because I wasn't having conversations with people on the regular, and this was a way for me to continue talking about real estate. And putting it in front of you guys forced me to take action. I strongly believe that. And again, that's why I did it. I've done everything that I've researched and listened to in podcasts and books prior to the show starting. I've shared with you the strategies. I've done a full flip, which is scary, but I did it and I made some money on that. I'm not in the freedom stage yet. The cool thing about that is I take that back. Not fully. I'm not full because I've been able to take some freedoms because of the monies I made from the flip, which is nice. The problem with that though is I didn't back it up with another flip. I didn't have a third flip, fourth flip, fifth flip on the horizon to keep those freedoms constantly coming at me. And that's okay. I'm learning. The reality in that is I didn't have deal flow. I didn't have pipeline. I tried to get other deals and something in the market changed. Something switched and they weren't even entertaining my offers. And I've had some lowball offers, but I have some really competitive offers. And you know what? They're still saying no, even on the properties that have been sitting for a long time. So that's a battle in itself. I felt like there was a ton of momentum. I made decent money. I was going to take all that flip money, move it into the next project and the next one and the next one. We were going to be on this show and I was going to tell you how I had 3, 4, 5 properties and X amount of money that was going to come from them. And the freedoms were really going to start. I'm telling you this because once you get one big deal, that's easy and hard. I don't know how to say that, but the reason being is because I want to duplicate it and I haven't been able to. And this was back end of last year. So we're now halfway through the year and I haven't duplicated the same amount of money or even the potential to get that. Now I do have a property right now that I'm renovating that you guys are well aware of, and it should bring decent or crazy amounts of cash flow by the month. We'll see how it works out once we actually get that up and running, but nowhere near what I made in that flip. So when I look at this and I look at the future, I'm trying to figure out what is it that I'm trying to do and how can I get there? But for me, my vision is much bigger than that. It's much greater than that. I want to be in charge. I want to have control, and I want to be in a position to be in those positions to make freedom type of money. Now, I say that and I don't share dollar amounts because we all have certain amounts that we're okay with. I make a certain amount of income now, so my freedoms would have to be something similar, maybe a little less, hopefully a lot more, to continue the lifestyle that I have now. That's what I was hoping was going to take place by now, and we're not there. So my future is, how am I going to get there? And I say this because there's a lot of people that I talk to, a lot of people that I follow, and people that I look up to. Everyone's pivoting. Everyone's pivoting in some form. They're not just doing real estate. They're not. I'm trying. I tried it. I'm a couple years in. And this isn't going to give me the freedoms that I'm striving to get. It's not. But it opened up the door to say there's something out there. With all that comes stress, comes uncertainty, comes very slow progress. Not just slow progress, it's very slow in what I've been doing. So you make a little bit of money, and now the mental pressure that you put on yourself, that I put on myself, is super high, not to the point that it's destroying my everyday life or anything like that, but it's high because, hey, I was just there. I was just at the top of the mountain. I made some good money. Why can't I do it again? Like, what's going on here? The whole purpose of this is to get there, and I'm not there. There's responsibility in this because I have the extra money and I need to put that back into the pipeline to get more deals. But, who doesn't want to take some of that money and go on a vacation and do certain things and start your spending habits, get a little bit, like, it's okay. It's not that much money. I have it. Why not? Just buy it. We all know about that. So there's some fatigue. There's some emotional fatigue in that, though, because where can I go from this? How do I get back there? The one thing, to be completely honest, is the flip almost went bad. It could have hurt. So I think that's hanging around in the back that, even though I can understand things better, I can put different systems in place to not get there, or I would like to think not get there. Even some of the biggest flippers out there are having issues. I've talked to other flippers and they're dealing with the same problems. So do you not flip anymore? I don't know. Or do we just stay comfortable? Do I just stay comfortable? Do I stop the show? Do I move on? Do I just collect the paycheck and say I tried it and that's it? It's easy. That's easy to do. It's so easy, most people don't start. I've talked with a few investor friends, and if this was easy, everyone would be doing it, and not everyone's doing it. And I talked to you guys about where my journey came from. And so I had a lot of conversations with friends and family, not to put anybody on blast. It's normal. You probably talk to people about certain things, being business owners and these great ideas, and never take action. It's completely normal for us to do it because in the back of our heads, we all want a little bit more. We all want to do better, and we think we can. And there's an avenue for us if we want to. Most of us stay comfortable. Get out on that ledge and see what can I do and take a leap of faith. It's a predictable paycheck. We get paid every 2 weeks or monthly, however you get paid. It's routine. It's low risk. Don't put money into any investments and I'll be fine. It's comfort. It's complacency. We're just chilling. We're hanging out. That's what stops people from chasing bigger things. And like I told you guys before, instead of just sitting here and giving you updates on the new bathroom tile that I chose and the new flooring and the paint colors, like, yeah, that's part of this whole thing. And I'll repeat that again. That's part of the journey, but that's not what I'm here to do, because I want to talk to you guys and be completely real and show you guys, like, I'm being vulnerable because this is the real mindset that I'm going through. I've had a little bit of success. I'm hoping to have more success, but there's a stall. There's some lag time happening right now, and it's completely real. And it's not just me. There's others as well that have shared with me. It's a weird time right now. There's wars. There's all kind of stuff. There's the market. I mean, who knows what the cause is? There's a lot of causes out there. There's a lot of reasons why things aren't what they used to be. It's called change. And I'm just wanting to adapt. I'm wanting to learn and evolve and pivot to ride the wave of that change and see where it can go. I don't think most people stay comfortable because they are lazy. I think they stay comfortable because uncertainty is exhausting. It's scary. What if I lose all my savings? Well, don't use all your savings. It's easy to say, but that's how we look. That's how we think of it. If I have 50 grand in the bank and I buy a house for 30 grand, well, I'm still left with 20 grand. We don't look at it that way. We look at it as, well, I'm not going to do that because I like the 50 grand sitting there and it looks pretty and it's nice and it feels safe and comfortable. So if I tackle any of that, then life's over. And it's not. But that's the way I feel the pressures of society has us thinking, to continue to be an employee. That's it. And I've said there's nothing wrong with being the employee. There's nothing wrong with chasing greatness and striving for more, but not everybody does it. I think more of us want to, but we don't. And there could be reasons for that. We may not have the job that gives us extra money. We may not have the means to do so. We may have certain things in life that took place that allow us or afford us the same opportunities as everybody else. That's why you got to get creative. You got to be comfortable. You got to be confident. You got to trust in the process, as cliche as that is. And you have to build a pressure tolerance. This is tough. If you want to keep going, it's easy to stop the show. It's easy to stop talking to you guys and say, guess what? I'm going to just see what happens. But there's strength that comes from this grit, and you're going to make better decisions in life as a whole. Your decision-making skills are going to be that much better if you're someone that just keeps going. You're going to handle situations way better if you strive a little bit harder than being comfortable. Like I said, I went into this deal completely different from my previous properties, and I'm like, I have the money, and I have the monies. I have a better scope of work. And that's because these expenses and these purchases I need to do, it's not scary anymore when I know where the money's coming from. And the money's not coming from my bank account. It's coming from the loan that I signed up for. There's products that help us. Most people don't understand that. I did not understand that. I always thought people that were investing in these deals, or investors in general, had deep pockets. They did it by themselves with their own money out of their wallet. Like, that's not the case at all. I'm noticing that the things that used to scare me and emotionally wreck me don't affect me anymore. It doesn't hit the same anymore. It doesn't scare me to try, because now I have some experience behind it to say, well, you'll be fine. You'll be all right. But I'm almost 90 episodes in. I've sat back and questioned the direction of the show. What am I really doing? Who am I talking to? I haven't made it. I just got to YouTube. I don't have the largest following. I have some subscribers. There's a lot of you that have stuck around on my podcast on Spotify and Apple, and I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in every week. I can see the numbers, and if you guys want to help out more, jump over to YouTube and click subscribe. But, all that to say is, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where the show's going. And I think I realized that my show is evolving. This show is evolving, because in the beginning it was just real estate. It's all I had. It's all I was doing at the time. But my thought process is different. My mindset is different now, because in order to get freedoms, things need to change, and I'm willing to change. I'm starting to realize the show was never about real estate at all. Like I said, it was just the vehicle that I was using. Real estate started the environment in which the transformation is taking place. That's it. I'm okay saying that. And to be honest, I still don't fully know where this is going. My projects, the show, the bigger vision. But I do know this. I know the version of me when I first started probably would have stopped already, even when I was in the deep parts of the flip. And the fact that I'm still here tells me something is changing. And I hope you guys stay and stick around, because this is the time to say this is going to evolve, and let's build. We're going to build something here. But thank you for your time as always. Another week, another episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And reach out to me. Talk to me. What do you guys want to see? How do you see the show evolving and changing? And where can I take this next? Real estate's the current vehicle. Obviously, I have a property still under some renovation, so we're getting closer to that. I'll share more details once that concludes. Hope to talk contracts soon, because part of this is I want to show you guys the money, and I know you guys want to see what's taking place on that side of the house. So take care, have a great week, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.